Despite having won 4 NBA championships and breaking the three-point record, Steph Curry is often separated from the top 10 conversation due to him unjustly being perceived as not having the entire GOAT package like Michael Jordan or LeBron James. The 34-year-old had a rollercoaster season, but delivered in the 2022 playoffs for the Dubs. Over 6 games of the NBA Finals, Curry had supplied Golden State with a narrow range of feats that ranged from the extraordinary to the sublime. He squeezed past walls of defenders for up and under layups and backpedaled for fadeaway jumpers. He enthralled some fans while demoralizing others. He sought the spotlight and then delivered. Curry exited the stage as a champion once again. Today's video will be about every time Steph Curry proved his critics wrong. Before we begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more interesting NBA content. Let's keep rolling. Number 1. Even though he was expected to become a good player in the NBA, Stephen Curry exceeded the expectations, becoming one of the greatest players to set foot on an NBA court. The Golden State Warriors superstar added a record to his impressive resume, breaking Ray Allen's three-point record last year at the world-famous MSG. Steph has proved his doubters wrong throughout his entire career, and he's not planning to stop doing it anytime soon. The legendary shooter wasn't welcome with open arms in the league since many analysts didn't think he would be good in the association. Following Curry's big night against the New York Knicks on December 14, 2021, Twitter account Freezing Cold Takes brought back an old take from Doug Gottlieb, a renowned college sports analyst. The current Fox Sports talent didn't believe Curry would be better than other players in his draft class, but Steph proved he was a lot better than all of them. He doesn't have the upside of Rubio, Jennings, Flynn, Mills, and Teague, all more athletic. 13 years after Curry made it to the league, he has become the greatest shooter of all time and one of the best point guards ever. Curry changed the way basketball is played around the world with his shooting skills, becoming a big legend of the sport. Meanwhile, the other 5 point guards on that infamous and horrendously wrong tweet weren't close to reaching Curry's level. Ricky Rubio is still playing, doing great with the surprising Cleveland Cavaliers, while Patty Mills and Jeff Teague are NBA champions. Johnny Flynn and Brandon Jennings aren't even in the league anymore, becoming big disappointments after seeing how high Gottlieb was on them. On the other hand, Curry has won multiple championships, is the only unanimous MVP in NBA history, and every season gets better than the prior one. Steph is still cooking, making it clear he's a legend of the game. He can still add accolades to his career, but it's pretty clear that he surpassed Rubio, Jennings, Mills, Teague, and Flynn by a lot. Number 2. In a sports world consumed by debate shows, uninformed opinions, and hot takes on social media, 2 asterisks, unfair ones, seemed to trail Curry like fumes. The first was that his previous championships had come when opponents were not at full strength or when Kevin Durant was one of his teammates. The second was that he had not been named a Finals MVP. Whether he cared or not, Curry effectively quashed both of those narratives against the Celtics, a team that had all of its young stars in uniform and even had Marcus Smart, the league's Defensive Player of the Year, spending good portions of the series with his arms tucked inside Curry's jersey. The numbers tell one story, and they are worth emphasizing. For the series, Curry averaged 31.2 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists while shooting 48.2% from the field and 43.7% from three-point range. He was the unanimous selection as the finals' most valuable player. Number 3. Stephen Curry was absolutely sensational 2 years ago. Calling his performance from the 2020 to 2021 season incredible would be an understatement. The Warriors' leader put up a league-high 32 points while averaging 5.8 assists and 5.5 rebounds per game on an efficient 48-42-91 shooting split. Chef Curry got selected to his 7th All-Star game, 7th All-NBA game, was an MVP finalist, won his 2nd ever scoring title, all while leading a rather inexperienced team without the likes of Klay Thompson. Oh, and he managed to achieve all these incredible feats while playing a majority of the season on a broken tailbone. However, things weren't as great for him initially. Before he dropped his career-high 62 points, the baby-faced assassin was being subjected to a lot of criticism, and analysts believed Curry would be exposed. This was surely pointed at what Nick Wright said at the beginning of the said season. I think this year is going to not expose Steph as a player, but expose a part of Steph Curry's game that a lot of us have always quietly suspected, but have never been able to see. Which is, alright, we know Steph is the perfect piece on a great team, but can he carry a bad team? Not to a championship, not to 55 wins, how about to the playoffs? If not to the playoffs, to a 500 record. Curry responded with, there was a moment at the beginning of last year, before the Portland game and the 62, that I heard a lot of noise and I heard a lot of talk about who I wasn't and we were going to get exposed, and I was going to get exposed and all that type of stuff. I definitely took pride in shutting all that up, but it's also the realization that when you're in the fight every year, in that chase to the mountaintop, and you're trying to win championships, I might get it more than other people just because I wasn't supposed to be here. I reminded everyone what I was capable of. It didn't take Curry long before he left a mark that season. Even though his Warriors had a subpar 39-33 record, failing to make it to the postseason after getting knocked out in the play-in tournament, Curry had a very successful individual season, and rightly proved all his naysayers wrong. The 6'3" guard further explained the narrative he approached last season with, and how he'll be using that confidence this upcoming season too. I don't think you're ever going to get that love like that until it's all said and done, so it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter what the narrative is, Curry said. Number 4. Amid all the criticism coming towards Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors, the point guard hushed critics with a record-breaking performance. Oscar Robertson said, "He's shot well because of what's going on in basketball today. In basketball today, it's almost like if you can dunk or make a three-point shot, you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. When I played years ago, if you shot a shot outside and hit it, the next time, I'm going to be up on top of you. I'm going to pressure you with three-quarters, half-court defense. But now, they don't do that. These coaches do not understand the game of basketball, as far as I'm concerned." Steven Jackson said, "My Warriors team, the 2006 to 2007 We Believe team, would beat today's Warriors team." Richard Hamilton said, "Somebody's got to put him down," regarding Curry's in-game celebrations. On February 27, 2016, Curry shut everyone up and made the Oklahoma City Thunder his personal whipping boys. He proved to Robertson, one of the NBA's greatest of all time, that there is no defense for him. He proved to Jackson that no matter how much a team believes they can win, like the Thunder thought they would, the Warriors are virtually unstoppable, even on a bad night. He proved to Hamilton that sometimes there's a cause for celebration. With just seconds left in the game and the score knotted at 118 apiece, the Warriors' point guard heaved a three-pointer from well beyond the arc, over 38 feet away from the hoop, with a defender in his face. Every person in the building watched as if there was an air show in the sky, holding their breath as their hopes of watching their team win hung in the balance. The orange sphere made its final landing in the net, giving the Warriors an overtime win in one of the best games of the season. Curry gave a little dance, almost taunting Rip Hamilton to come give him that shot in the ribs he talked about. And what is your opinion? Does Curry have anything left to prove? Why does he get so much hate? I would love to hear what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing NBA content. Thanks for watching!